It's time for another Dice Tower review from Gamers Remorse.
So we will go around. We are making a creation for Mutual Creations. I don't understand how some of these work.
Family Faces is a game by Hairline Arts for 2 to 6 players and takes about 15 minutes to play. Family Faces is more or less about drawing pictures together. In this game, there is no winners and there are no losers. Simply put, Family Faces is a basic structure of collaborative drawing. Each player is dealt 7 cards to use during the drawing period. The youngest player is given the objective card. Each player is given a sheet of paper and a drawing utensil, and then the game begins. The youngest player reads out loud what all the players are to draw. For instance, a head. Then each player needs to choose a card from his set of 7 cards to use for inspiration. Then the fun begins. All players draw a head on their sheet of paper using their inspiration card. After all players have finished their piece of the drawing, all sheets of paper are handed to the right, and the cycle begins again. Then the youngest player calls out the next objective, for instance, the body. Players again draw a body using one of their cards for inspiration. Play continues until the last objective is read and all players are out of cards, at which point all of the pictures are reviewed and hilarity ensues. And now, it's time for Family Faces.
Okay, so what are we doing first? What's going on?
Okay, so head.
Alright, so remember, you're not doing the top of the head, you're not doing any aspects of the head. My head is narrow.
My head is round.
Your head is square.
Huge head. Eyes.
Eyes.
There, I had angry eyes.
Do you smell like bacon?
She's mad about it.
I don't like that you smell like bacon.
I hate bacon.
Alright. So after eyes, what do we got?
Nose.
Nose.
Candy nose, wild nose. A nose. A single nose that looks like the letter A.
You eat. Said you and bacon.
I want bacon.
Alright, so after nose, what do we got?
Mouth.
Mouth.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna be inspired by Chopper to make a chopper mouth.
Do we have hair coming up at all? No.
No hair.
Would that be top of head?
Do we have top of head?
Yeah.
Oh, we
That's
do.
next, yeah.
Oops, I gave this guy a comb over.
A comb over.
I think I'm enjoying this game.
That bacon
I would.
impacts him a lot.
Honestly.
Let's see. Top ears.
Bacon fun. Fun? Fun? I don't know what that says.
Are you okay?
Bacon.
Gosh.
Alright.
Well, Evie bacon.
Top of head.
Top of head, yes.
Not really sure how this is a game, but it's highly entertaining.
I feel like this is something I would do on napkins at a restaurant. With people, like...
It's like how to make bad drawings.
Have you ever played Telestrations?
No, I've heard good things.
It reminds me of Telestrations.
What do we have? Body?
Body.
Nope.
Good
Lollipop
gosh.
heads? This guy has no neck because he's dirty.
There you go.
He had a wild body.
I didn't finish drawing hands. There you go, there's hands.
That guy didn't get hands either.
Bacon fun. Who doesn't know how to write?
Really?
2. Oh, sweet. This guy's 2 legit, 2 quit, 2 chains, 20 cent. Bacon fun. Leave it as part of his name.
I want to do something with him missing his hands.
This is Piscatuzum.
He's Laotian.
Piscatuzum.
I want with Stumpy. I know
Just
that's
Frank,
fun.
inspired by his nose. I really like Frank. Just
Yes.
inspired by the nose.
Can he have bacon arms? Let's do that.
He's actually waving.
Oh, Frank. I feel like I enjoyed this game way more than I should have.
Who won?
We all won. Everybody wins.
Imagine playing this with someone that seriously needs therapy. Why does every picture have a dark, creepy guy in the corner? Who keeps drawing that? This guy's name is Stumpy. That guy's what? Pikawatsa?
Piscatuzum.
Bacon pizza. I like it.
Because it has pika and k from bacon, two because he has two, and zin because Tarzan.
Bacon Frank.
Bacon Frank.
All right, now we're gonna review Family Faces on Gamers Remorse. Overall feeling is, it's a pretty fun game. It's a game that I think I would pull out on like a rainy day. I've got my nieces over, or like, hey, let's play a game that's easy enough for very young kids to play, but something that would keep even the adults entertained. And that's definitely what this game is about. I did a rubric for this game, but I'm not sure it really applies because it is more of a party game and it's a lot more laid back. There isn't really a competitive nature. It's a, hey, let's get together and draw. So that said, I'm going to cover one more thing before I go into a little more detail, I guess. This box is actually really cool.
Yeah.
It's drawn like a juice box. They even have like nutrition facts. They call it nutty facts on the side, a barcode. A little straw on the back. The bottom even, I think it looks like it was scanned from the bottom of a juice box. So that's really cool. And this game is full of a lot of little details like that. That said, I gave the game a 6. I went through my rubric and went through all the little categories and caveats, but I don't think it really applies. We were talking about that. And our scorings are generally more geared towards competitive games where there's strategy at least involved to some degree, but that's not what this game was, right? I don't want to call this a party game because it wasn't quite that either, but it was under that same nature of we're just having fun.
Yeah.
Really. Party games are more annoying to me than this. So with that, you can quote me on that. This game is not annoying.
This game is
Remorse. Right.
Better than a party game.
Right. There's no stupid beeping noise telling you to try and explain a word that you're not allowed to say. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of a different rant. I like this game.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I like this game. I gave it a 6. It largely had to do with, it was just fun. It was fun to play a game like this after we've been playing since like noon or maybe even 10 a.m. just going through all of these different strategy type games that kind of wear you out. This game was just fun to sit down and make really weird pictures of bacon creatures. So quote me on that. Brian, what'd you think?
Yeah, like Sean said, I sat down, I started taking this to the rubric, and I was just like, where do I rate this? In certain areas, it just doesn't work. So, this is a game that broke my rubric. But, all in all, I would give it a 6.5 were I to give this a score on Board Game Geek, for example. It was an enjoyable game, but it's not my style game. I wouldn't call people, guys, let's come over and play Family Faces. But if I was at a place and they broke it out, I would not complain joining them. It reminds me a lot of Telestrations or Telephone Pictionary, as it is often called, only it aids you in creating the picture. It gives you little tips, and you're creating a person as opposed to whatever you feel like. Which is, like Sean said, I think this would be a great game for nieces, young cousins. If you're babysitting, just bust this out, keep the kids entertained. It's just a great game, I think, especially when you're playing with a varied group of ages. This is a game I could see going down very well at a family gathering, for example. But all in all, there were some issues I had with it. There were some cards that they included that were examples of cards they had created. I believe they called them gush cards, which looking at them, I'm like, how is this supposed to inspire me? So I like that they were in there, but I don't want to use them. which is kind of interesting. Like I would always use it as I'm explaining the rules as saying, here's an example of what you might end up with. But I wouldn't use them in the game as an inspirational aspect. How about you guys? What were your thoughts?
I thought it was a fun game. Definitely a different type of game than we've been playing. I would recommend it for a group that's just getting together and wants to have a lot of laughs. You could probably this game would create a lot of laughs and just the crazy pictures you're drawing, but nothing competitive. So if you're playing with people that don't want competitive games, this would be the game that you could break out and play. And I think it's perfect for little kids too. Simple to play. So I mean, I'd give it a 5. So.
Yeah, I mean, simple, fun, fast, easy to understand, easy to play, creative. I mean, for me, I'd give it a 6. I mean, it's fun. Definitely, like Scott and them said, like party game or group game that you would probably, that's where you'd play it. Definitely for younger ages, but still fun for anybody that wants to. So
5.875.
All right.
not bad.
5.8 numbers and stuff. 5.9. We'll leave it there. Right?
5.9.
I don't do
We don't like big decimals. 5.9.
5.9. So overall, a fun game. If you're looking for something a little bit more chill than a lot of the games we play, this would be a good one to pick up. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
So we've been playing games at about this level of intelligence to take them down.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.